Before I begin, I'd like to provide some context for the story that I'm about to share. This was part of a challenge to tell a personal story in the form of a fable. And since I love penguins and I feel they're so underappreciated and underrated, I decided my main character is gonna be a penguin. And since I'm an animator, I decided to bring some of this into the story as well. So I'm gonna tell the story in the form of a flip book. I drew most of the pages, but my son saw me doing that and he got so excited that he decided to help. He drew a few, and hopefully by the end we'll be able to tell which one. Hopefully. This is the story of Benji. Once upon a time, there lived a little penguin named Benji. His mother liked to boast about him and tell everyone how strong Benji is. Now Benji's mom loved him so much. You can see all the hearts. But when he was little, she was not so sure. So what she would do is, she would hold Benji as an egg between her feet. She's a penguin. Waddle, waddle, waddle. Go up the hill. Waddle, waddle, waddle. Push the egg to the edge of the hill. Waddle, waddle, waddle. Push that egg down the hill, hoping that it would crack. Not my little Benji though, not my little Benji, she would tell everyone. He's too strong for that. She would tell that story to everyone that came to visit. Friends, neighbors, her parents, his grandparents, and even Benji, she would tell him that story too. Now, Benji loved his mom, and yeah, at this point I have to say that I wouldn't consider surviving multiple abortion attempts lucky. I wouldn't consider it strength per se. I would say I was more lucky. Has it been like a different time and place, regardless if I was weak or strong, I wouldn't have survived that. But my mom would disagree. So Benji loved his mom so much, but was too little to understand why having him was so bad. And because he loved his mom, he wanted to help. So he wanted to fix the wrong of having him, of his birth. So what he would do is, he started this thing of hiding under a blanket so she would not see him. That's him hiding under a blanket. He stopped talking so she would not hear him. And Benji became remarkable at being unremarkable. He didn't fail his classes, didn't get into fights, didn't get into trouble, didn't drink, didn't smoke. He mastered the art of becoming invisible. And I have to say that till this day, I still do this. I stopped hiding under blankets because I was getting too big for any blanket to hide me. But I'm still too careful to break any social norms or any rules that I'm unaware of. Not because I'm an outstanding citizen, just because I don't want to stand out. So Benji mastered the art of becoming invisible, and soon it was like he was never there. And when Benji was old enough, he left home and never came back. And his mom who once told the whole world about him, never spoke of Benji ever again. Don't worry though. Benji is fine. The last time I told this story, people were actually genuinely worried about Benji. But since I'm standing here, you know Benji's fine because I'm fine. Benji is now all grown up. His name was not forgotten. Benji found a family that said his name, and among many other things called him husband and dad. Benji started a family of his own with a wife and a son that show him every day what it means to be wanted, not needed, because Benji knows very well the difference between the two. Benji now hides less as he has more to show. Him standing in front of you is a sign of how much he can grow. Benji, the little boy who was too afraid the world would see him, is afraid no more. Thank you.